Good day, and thank you very much for this introduction. So, during this presentation, we'll focus on the Medium Combustion Plant Directive, and we will see how this directive has induced specific product development in terms of gas monitoring. So this presentation will be divided in three parts. The first part, we will make a short reminder about the MCPD characteristics and about the objectives in terms of monitoring. Then we will see what are the direct implications for the industries and the specific challenges that are brought by this new directive. And a third part of this presentation will be to show how this directive has induced specific development to address this market and some innovations also in terms of technology. So, firstly, about the Medium Combustion Plant Directive. This directive is dated 25 November 2015, so it's already in force in Europe. And initially, this directive was to fill a regulatory gap between the Large Combustion Plant Directive, which is covered by the IED, and the smaller plants below 1 megawatt thermal, which are subject to the eco-design appliance. So regarding this new directive, MCP, we have listed around 143,000 plants in Europe, which are operating mainly for the industrial power generation, urban heating, domestic or residential. And this regulation applies emission limit values for existing and new plants. These emission limit values also oblige the industries to install continuous emission monitoring system for parameters like SO2, NOx, CO, and dust, and also bring new requirements regarding periodic measurement by standard reference methods. Also, it brings some requirements regarding the reporting to authorities, regulatory reporting with specific calculation and normalization of data. What are the implications on this directive for the industries? First, in all countries, there is a local transposition of the regulation. And for all industries, there is a specific permit that will prescribe installation of AMS. And first, this AMS has, of course, to comply with European standards EN 14181 and EN 15267-3, which give some certification requirement regarding the AMS for the regulatory parameters SO2, NOx, CO, PM, but also for the process parameters like velocity, flow measurement, and oxygen and moisture measurement. Also, regarding the AMS to be installed, it has to include specific features for automatic and remote control cal-tree tests. Possibly, it has also to include a remote control function for operation and diagnostic, and it has to be associated with a suitable data acquisition handling system able to manage cal2 and cal3 tests and regulatory reporting. Regarding the periodic control, now periodic measurements are required for all MCP plants every 3 years for MCP plants with a power below 20 megawatt, and every year for MCP plants over 20 megawatt. So these requirements will increase the need for stack testing and for the use of portable AMS. These portable IMS, actually, they have to comply now with the latest EN 15267-4 standard that prescribes specific performance requirements for the portable instrument in terms of capacity, robustness, lightness, and user-friendly IHM. Also, it brings new requirements regarding the high availability of the instrument, and a specific notice has been introduced in this new standard about the possibility to use technology, method of measurement which are equivalent to the standard reference method. We have to emphasize the challenges that applies now for these MCP industries, because these industries have a limited technical staff that can be dedicated to the operation of the AMS. So they will look preferably to equipment with a simple operation and with possibility for remote access, with minimum maintenance, with also some features for self-diagnostic and automatic calibration. We have to notice also that this AMS is an important investment for them compared to the size of the industry. So it has to be an affordable investment with a guarantee for long-term compliance. Of course, the purchase will be made from a trustworthy supplier that can offer sufficient service support. Now we will see how this directive has induced specific product development. So we had to design a new and smart AMS fully dedicated for this market, which is using technology of non-dispersive infrared with gas filter correlation for the measurement of the main gases, SO2, NOx, CO, oxygen. And for oxygen, we use zirconia or paramagnetic cell. The complete AMS is, of course, CAL1 certified. It offers also the possibility to monitor, optionally, some greenhouse gases, CO2, CH4, and N2O, which raise more and more concern. It includes a built-in moisture measurement to monitor the efficiency of the sampling system. It can also be associated with process sensors for flow, velocity, temperature, pressure. The complete AMS has a very robust industrial design for an operation without AC, with very smart integration for minimum maintenance, and with self-diagnostic features. The cabinet includes modular components and a full centralized control on the analyzer display. So the analyzer has a PLC that is able to control all the external components, the sampling system, the gas cooler, the NOx converter, the pump, and the external zero-span electrovalve. The full cabinet is compliant with all CAL3 requirements, meaning that it's possible to control locally or remotely all the CAL3 tests and to make the proper drift calculation with the associated software. For your periodic control and for this specific requirement, we had also to design an innovative portable IMS that is able to address the MCPD requirement. We are using the technology NDIR GFC also for the main gases, plus the standard reference method paramagnetic for the oxygen. This analyzer has been CAL1 certified according to the new standard for portable IMS. Is able also to monitor the greenhouse gases, CO2, CH4, and N2O in standard. It offers very innovative feature like the possibility to remote control the portable instrument by using the Wi-Fi. Of course, it offers a very high availability with a very short warm-up time, a robust industrial design, IP44, and very compact, very light instrument with a weight less than 15 kilograms. For the specific topic of data acquisition and regulatory reporting for the MCPDs, we had to adapt our software to make it compliant with, from one side, the MCPD requirement, and the other side from the new standard EN 17255 that prescribed a specific specification for the data handling and data processing. So our software includes specific modules for data normalization, for the preparation of the average according to the percentage of valid data. It also includes specific module for the CAL2, CAL3, and regulatory reports management. Some tools for automatic or manual data validation, and some modules for the follow-up of the emission limit values and for the calculation of the trend to anticipate any exceedances. As a conclusion, it is important to note that this Medium Combustion Plant Directive applies new monitoring challenge on thousands of industries in Europe. These requirements applies both on the metrology of the instrument, but also on specific features for the AMS, like the automatic CAL3 management, like the self-diagnostic feature, the possibility for the remote access. So all these requirements encourage all the manufacturers to improve their technologies and to bring innovations to their instruments. And I think it's a very good thing. Of course, the operators have modified their selection criteria regarding the instrument that they will use, because they will be more orientated with instruments that can offer remote operation and diagnostic, minimum maintenance, minimum intervention, and guarantee for long-term compliance, as well as the possibility to get complete system from a single source, meaning one responsibility and one service team for the whole system. So that's all for me. Thank you, and I'll be glad to answer any question.